In this first section, we're going to cover everything you need to know about the industry. We will talk about what network marketing is, learn more about the history, we'll go through the basics of all common compensation plans, and we'll learn how to value a network marketing company. This first video will cover a question that most network marketers do not feel very confident about. It's the question, what is it that you're doing? As a full-time network marketer, you do not only need to be able to answer that question, but you also need to understand why it's so lucrative for the distributors as well as the companies. In future videos, I will give you lots of facts and numbers and we'll go more into detail. For now, let's have a look at what we actually do. There are only two ways to generate an income. Either you sell a product or you sell a service. You might think, but there are people working for the state. Policemen, military, firemen, and so on. They're not selling anything. At the end, they will be paid from taxes paid by those people who sold a product or a service. To sell products or services, each company in the world has to focus on three things: building a network of customers, expanding this network, and then increasing the productivity within this network. Let me give you an example. Some of you might have an iPhone. I remember when I bought my first iPhone in 2007. It was brand new, just came out, and I saved my money to get it. I just bought it in an electronics store in my hometown and I was on my way back home. I was sitting in the metro pushing the on and off button, but the only message I could see was connect to iTunes. For you younger folks out there, yes, there was a time without the internet on the go. You had to go home, connect the cable to your computer, and needed to register the phone at Apple to become a part of their network. Smart, right? Apple was one of the first companies to do that. They did a pretty decent job to make sure you become a part of their network. Step 2 on what I mentioned, what every company does, is to expand their network. How does that work? Advertising campaigns, marketing, and so on. This is a constant process which never ends. There's a saying that marketing is everything and everything is marketing, or the other way around. But only with marketing you can expand your network. Okay, Apple has built an initial network, is constantly expanding the network, and now it's time for step number 3, increasing the productivity of the existing network. How does that work? What came after the iPhone 1? Right, iPhone 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, iMac, iPad, MacBook, and so on. Right now we are at iPhone 11. It is 7 times easier and cheaper to sell to an existing customer than to a new one. What does this story have to do with network marketing? Pretty simple. Network marketing companies take all the entrepreneurial headache away from you. They produce, invent, do logistics, pay your team, take care of import, licensing, and everything that is necessary. The only thing they don't do is to build a network. This usually is the hardest but also the most expensive part. Instead of building and expanding the network themselves, they give people like you and me the possibility to open our existing networks, to sell products, or to even create a wider network of distributors who then sell products as well. In exchange, we as independent distributors then get paid on each product which gets sold through our network directly or indirectly. This way of doing business is fair, scalable, and a lot of fun if you do it right. It's a great way to make an additional income or to become a full-time network marketer and even become financially free. To explain the whole thing in a nutshell, we create and expand networks for direct sales corporations and help them to increase the productivity of these networks by training distributors and building sales organization. That's the quick explanation from a business perspective. If you have any questions about this topic, please let me know and I see you in the next video.